Hi class, here is the level 2 foldable. This is solving for missing values. So let's review what similar figures have. Similar figures have corresponding angles that are congruent, so that means equal measure, and corresponding sides that are proportional. Okay, so what proportional means is you can set up ratios of the sides of corresponding sides and they will all equal the same. So here is the first ratio. It's going to be AB. So if you want to get a highlighter or a colored pencil. So that's between the one arc and it looks like the darkened arc. So that means it's X, Y. I guess I can put it right here, X, Y. And then we have something over YZ. So I'm going to highlight YZ. So YZ is between the two arc and then the darkened one. So that'd be, so if it says YZ, then it'd have to be BC. Okay, and then the next one is the only one left. So see how the top, this is AB, BC, so this is all from the small triangle. So it's going to have to be AC. And so AC corresponds to XZ. Okay, you can use the ratios of corresponding sides to write proportions. So once you write a proportion, if we're solving for a missing side, then if we have a proportion, and you don't have to have all three, you just need two ratios. You can have a third one, but it's not necessary for a proportion, it's just two. So you can play pool to solve for the missing side. So we have a couple of examples. So this first one is just showing you how they are equal. So first thing is, let's see about the angles. So it looks like this is a right triangle and they are the same. Remember that this is the longest side of a right triangle. And so it looks like we have the shortest side is right here, the middle length is right here. So we can set ratios. So 6, what does 6 feet correspond to? Corresponds to 3. And then what does 10 correspond to? 10 over 5. And so if we were to play pool, we're going to see that they are equal. 6 times 5 is 30. And 10 times 30 is 30. So they're equal. So we know that these two are similar. And so we also need to look at the angles. So see how this is B to A. It's an angle to the right angle, and these two are corresponding. So that means that this angle right here is 60 degrees. And then this one's corresponding to that, so that's 30 degrees. Okay, so what about angles? Corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, so make sure to write that down. If you need to pause it, you can. So let's go ahead and go to the examples here. Okay, so example 1, we have this congruency statement that says triangle LMN is similar. This little symbol means similar to triangle RST. So we need to set up a proportion to solve for the unknown side, which is LM. So let's look at corresponding sides. So NM, which is this, NM, it's the last two letters, so it's going to be corresponding to ST. So NM and ST. So then we can set up the ratio. So it's a 10 to 50 ratio. It's going to be, if we're looking for LM and RS, so that'll be, we don't know what this is, so we can put X over 15. Then cross multiply, play pool. So 10 times 50 is 150 equals x times 50 is 50x. So basically 50 times what gets 150, or we can divide. Whenever you do that, I'm going to divide. It kind of goes into the next problem. Oops. I can cancel out common zeros. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So x equals 3. So this measure is 3. Okay, one other thing on here is asking for these angles. So L and R, they're corresponding, so that means this is 70. And then N and T are corresponding, so that means that this is 50 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to let you go ahead and do the rest of these, and then you can check my answer key in the DIY crate. Thank you, and we'll see y'all in class.